are you doing? I hope you can hear me all right. We're going to have a bit of a rant at the moment. I'd love to do this somewhere else, but I don't have time at the moment. Freya's napping, so I'm just going to go for a little drive and then take her back home for a nap. I'd love to sit down and do this properly, but like I say, between work, Freya, nap, it's just an absolute nightmare. Anyone that sees this on my Facebook will know who I am. Anyone that doesn't know who I am, I just want to say hi, how are you doing? And I think I need some help. Fuck me. All this is off my government. This is thousands of pounds worth of debt right here, right? Fucking bunch of twats. Right, I am on the process of, going talking to my citizens' advice, right? And hopefully they'll advise me on how to go fight my government, because this is just fucking insane. Do you know what I mean? Wow, what a bunch of cunts, eh? Sorry for swearing. But the main ones that I want to get onto, that I need help with, is what I don't understand is I've worked all my life. One of them from a paper round, going into college, bettering myself, a couple of years off to enjoy myself, and then back to it, work, and I've actually got myself a very successful business at the moment. By successful, I mean, But yeah, so it's I am a working man trying to work my ass off, provide for 2 kids. One of them back there is Freya, who's asleep, who, like I say, people know me, know my kids, know my daughter, and then there's Scobie at school, which is a whole new story. So I'm a window cleaner, and if I'm cleaning windows, I get in my car, I drive to the destination, I get out of my car, get back in, I drive down the road. Sometimes I don't have my seatbelt on. I got followed by a police officer, and I am this fine, I don't know where the rest of the paperwork is a fine for £400 for not wearing my seatbelt at work. Imagine going to work and paying tax, and then that tax money is then used for someone to hunt me down, follow me while I'm at work, and then tax me while I'm at work earning money to pay tax. And where is it there? Oh, there, the bit that cracks me up, right, is a victim charge, £88. £88 I got to pay to that guy that followed me while I was at work and harassed me. How crazy is that? Oh. And so yeah, that's today I'm just discussing the main 3. So we're not paying that. This is not wearing a seatbelt at work, right? So we're not paying that, right? Fuck that, right? The next one is, I'm sure a lot of people had trouble with this, as far as I know, is I didn't know about it. I went down to London, I had a real nice time with the kids. I came back home from London and I got this fucking massive fine through my door. Sorry, I'm just fucking a lot of crap here. And it's called Ultra Low Emission Zone. And basically you've got to pay to go into London, which don't make sense to me, because London is England, it's the capital of England. So if I want to take my kids and my family down to England and go for a day out, I can, but to get fined for going down there, it's only a couple of quid. But I didn't know about that, you see. So instead of writing me a letter and saying, by the way, I've come down to London, blah blah blah, I was still told to fuck off, because the mayor of London, which I'll put his name here, is a cunt, right? I'm always going to smile, by the way. I'm always going to laugh about it because it's fucking stupid. And he can't even look after London, because if you ask anyone or talk to London, a bit of research on London, it's disgusting, it's a shithole, it's fucked. At the moment, they did one, a total of £280. So imagine going to London, spending all that money, coming home, and then they're saying, oh, by the way, you've been fined 280 quid for coming down to London. I was like, fuck that shit. But then it got worse. I was like, I'm not leaving it, I left it. So it's fining me more. They're all in here somewhere. Oh look, there I am. There we are in London. The fines go up and up and up to the point where he's gone and somehow he's managed to sell his debt on, my debt, to a company that can now come and harass me and my daughter. They've come round twice. One of the letters are here somewhere. Let's see which one it is. So yeah, £940. There's actually 2. The first time they came was a bit of a shock. Which one's not? Which one's which then? I like how it's red, you know, to like try and intimidate you, like, fuck off. Sorry. Yes, so it went up to, as far as I'm aware, it's £945 to drive in my own country. Fuck off, you silly cunt. Like I said, I'll put his name here. Probably even try and put a little picture of him here. Fucking silly cunt, innit? Oh, yeah, so I'm not going to pay that. I'm not going to rip that up yet. I'm just putting the point because I need that for citizens advice sort of thing. I can't be selling them together. So I ignored them because obviously I'm not paying you, and to send 2 men round to my house to intimidate me. No, so they came back again. Look at that. Removal notice. How crazy is this? So basically saying that they're going to come and remove my assets. You don't have any. Right, so that's for you. And what's crazy, and even if they do come and remove my assets, they're going to then charge me to store it. So they'll charge me for people to come around to take my stuff, then they'll charge me to store it until they can sell it on to make the money back. But there's no money to be made. Oh yeah, that's a bit weird, that. My daughter's ukulele. It's only 2.5, but it's still, you know, really cool stuff. But yeah, and then, oh my god, where was the good one? Oh my god. Wait there. Oh, that was a right nightmare trying to find that. So basically what we got is we've got no seatbelt. Well, actually I'm not paying that because I'm at work. I understand if I was going fucking 100 mile an hour and I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, then yeah, have at me. I mean, I got a seatbelt on now. Don't have to, I'm just driving around block, but always have your seatbelt on, you just never know. Then the second one is low emission zone. And then the third, I mean, there's more. These are just the top ones. These are just the top ones. The rest of them, I know, 37 years old, worked all my life, 2 kids, and do you know what I mean? You know, I'm trying to build a bigger empire business. My future is to have a couple of lads come work for me and stuff. But by God, government don't make it hard. And so this is a good one. I call it the slowing down fine, right? I went from 60 to 30, and they got me going 37 mile an hour past the 30 sign, right? But I would have gone from 60, 37, probably even to 25 mile an hour, because I don't like driving fast, especially when I have my kids in car. I'm running wankers at just 50 and a 60, do you know what I mean? I'll always let you pass though if I can, but do you know what I mean? How crazy is that? And this fine has now gone up to, because obviously I'm you know what I mean, I went out with my kids and I came back and I essentially got fined for driving on my own fucking roads in my own country, and this fine is up to, oh, what a nightmare. I'll have these organised better for which citizens advice for me. But yeah, so we got £1,000 for driving in my own country down to London. We've got £400 for not wearing a seatbelt. These are just the top 3, by the way. We've got more fines here and more shit from my government, so thanks, by the way. And then we've got £1,014 for driving in my own country on my own roads. How crazy is that? I mean, they call it speeding, but going from 60 to 37 miles down to 25 mile an hour. And a lot of people that I talk to, these speed vans, that's how they get you, from slowing down, not speeding, not driving fast or anything like that. And so yeah, and to make things worse, I'm not just suffering, by the way, my town's suffering. I live in a little town called Whitby, and because these vans are parked all over this North Yorkshire, every time people come on holiday, they're risking fines, points, and losing their licence. How crazy is that? Driving on your own roads in Britain, and you could be fined like me. I'm not paying it. Fucking right off. So yeah, so thanks to the Mayor of London, which name will be here, and thanks to Richie, whatever the fuck his name is, the guy that runs our country now, put his name here as well. Thanks to them 2 people, I mean, thousands and thousands of pounds worth of debt. How crazy is that? That just doesn't make sense to me. But I'm not paying them, so hopefully, once I phone Citizens Advice, they will advise me on how to fight these people, and that I can, you know, and yeah, if not, then I don't know what. So if anybody has any great ideas of what to do, please let me know. Because so yeah, like I say, if anybody's had this trouble before and fines and pains and don't want us to pay them and that, or if they've been daft enough to pay them, let me know on that, and we'll do something about it. Because you see that that is what I'm fighting for. That is my daughter. That is Freya. She's 2.5 years old. And I feel like if I don't stand my ground now and I don't say, you know, sorry for swearing, but fuck off, you know, no chance. So this is because if these two people leave Parliament, all that goes away. Everything goes away. And this country will probably be better. London will be better, I'll tell you that. And this is what I'm doing it for, because if I don't take a stand now and I don't say no, they will go after my kids. And as long as I'm alive, I'll fight for my country and my kids. How crazy is that? I never thought I'd use that in my life. Do you know what I mean? I've never, this is the first time ever doing something like this. And but I feel like I feel like if I don't stand up now, then you know, I just can't. There's just something inside me burning that needs to stand up, and that's what's helping me do it, is knowing that back there, knowing that when she grows up, I want her to be able to just, like me, just do whatever you want. I want her to be able to go down to London, not worry about it. I want to travel, I want to Europe, I want my kids to do whatever they want in life. I don't want them to be scared and worried and this, that and the other. And same with anyone that, you know, wants this. My kids, anyone that, you know, has had this trouble, I will fight for you. I will join the fight. If there's a fight out there, if people are ready to fight, I'll fight. And but yeah, anyway, that's enough rambling for me. Anyway, I'm gonna get her home, get for a nap and that, and get some more plants, because we just picked up some tomato plants back there. Yeah, there they are. I'm gonna go plant some plants in the garden and crack on with day, because I'm not gonna let that tie me down. So yeah, if anybody's got these problems and that, best thing I can say is just laugh about it, keep smiling and talk to people about it, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm hoping to do now, is hopefully people will come back and talk to me. They'll either call me a fucking idiot, or they'll say, yeah, go fucking go up their arse, Alec, go do it, go. But yeah, I hope anyone that sees this has a nice day, and yeah, once I've been on phone Citizen Vice, I'll let you know, I'll let them what they've told me. So hopefully anyone in this predicament that I'm in now, right, it'll help you out as well. So obviously, if you ever do get, you know, go down to London, get a fine for wearing no seatbelt for working, or, you know, other fines along the way, at least you can just rip them up and say no, you can just come off, do you know what I mean? And it'll help you out. But yeah, I'll see you when I phone Citizen Advice.